Rated.
You know what we should do? Is buy a threaded barrel for my fucking 1911.
45s, bro. Those 45s would be like whispers, man.
Oh man, they're so much fun. I love shooting suppressed 45.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is one of the better rounds. Like,
yeah, I agree. If you're gonna suppress something, this is my deal. 22.
Oh, absolutely, all day.
45.
Yep.
300 blackout.
That's another thing. I was gonna go buy another lower. Anyway, so I do need to build a 300 black upper because the can I'm getting is amazing with 300.
Yeah.
Like it's perfect. But now my can is a lot more serviceable, so I can run rimfire. I can do all the shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Which for buying a cheap ass can, that's amazing. Like, way to go, Rebel. Like you still need to just get the damn paper and let us play with it.
Yeah.
It's only been what, like 6 months since we've been saying that?
Yeah.
5?
Yeah. Well, we'll do it about for a while. We'll do it. Just remind me. You just gotta send me a text while I'm at work and be like, hey dude, grab it.
I've said that while you were at work.
Okay, send it to me at like when I'm getting off. Cause like I deal with so much shit throughout the day, like I just like I'm brain dead, dude. Brain dead. I don't even want to.
You know what?
Look at a gun at the end of my day.
That's a good topic. How do I want to phrase this to be somewhat polite? Let's talk about uninformed people in gun stores. Because that's a fun one.
Dude, you come in my shop and call a fucking magazine a clip, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not listening to another fucking word you have to say.
It's because they listen to 90s rap songs, dude.
Fuck, I hate that so bad. It's like nails on a chalkboard.
Now it's gonna happen.
It happens every day, dude.
Yes,
every day.
Especially with older people.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the B word, but you probably will.
Buttholes?
Boomers.
No. Buttholes?
I don't want to hear about that. Anyway, so there's a whole era that a mag is a clip.
Yeah.
Which was the era where that should have been known. But beyond the obvious one, what else bugs the shit out of you? People that know everything?
Those guys, I mean, I think it's more like the, how do I say this without being rude?
You don't know how.
The people with money, like more money than they know what to do with.
Way more money than knowledge?
Yes, but they think because they have the money that they have the knowledge. Does that make sense?
I do understand that. No, I frequent gun stores a lot just because I'm a nerd and like to play with everything. But there are so many, well, especially clerks that just don't fucking know.
Yeah, yeah. Dude.
Like they think they know.
Yeah, and I'll be the first person when they're like, I got this such and such gun. I'm like, cool, what is it? You know?
Yeah.
And they look at me like, you fucking
should know
my gun. And I'm like, no, I can't keep up with everything, man.
No, especially the older shit. It's so difficult.
I have complete respect for those guys that like that's their entire life.
Yes.
And they can tell you every gun manufactured from when China made gunpowder. You know what I mean? Like those guys are cool, and I totally respect them. I'm not that type of gun guy. Like I'm not that type of gun salesman either. Like
no, because you're Tactical Tommy.
That is true, and that does cloud a lot of my judgment. To be honest.
Because like when you had that Christensen 6.5, I knew more about that than you did.
Yeah, and it's a sexy rifle.
Oh, it was amazing.
Oh, like beautiful rifle.
At some point I'm going to have to throw the money on a very, very good long distance rifle, but I'm a cheap ass. So I'm a firm believer in the theory that if you're good with cheap shit, you'll be much better with great shit.
Right.
Hey, fuck, you've been through my sale. I don't have anything that's high dollar.
Right. No.
Anything. But I'm really good with everything I have.
Yeah.
So, if the time ever comes where I have something fantastic, hopefully I'll be a little better. I don't know. I've never tried. Now I'll never ever buy a $10,000 precision rifle. Like that's
right.
That's obnoxious.
Yeah.
That's the new bike, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's like the STI Combat Master. I want that gun so bad, but I'm not gonna pay $5,000 for a freaking handgun, dude.
And now, we've had this conversation. So I've shot a Nighthawk custom.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking $5,000 1911.
Yeah.
I wasn't blown away.
Right. It's a 1911.
It's a 1911. It was a bit smoother than, you know, my $700 Springfield.
Put some lacking compound on it, dude.
Pretty much.
You know what I mean? Like,
well, it was also 10 mil, so, I mean, you know, if I shoot a 10 and a 45 side by side, you can tell the difference. But I have a hard time buying into money is the answer. Mm-hmm. Money's not the answer.
No.
Practice is the answer. Right. I mean, I buy all my ammo in bulk because I need to run my ass off and get better.
Yeah.
I buy more 9 mil than anything because I fucking suck with a pistol. I know you say I don't. Fuck off.
You're combat accurate.
Oh, that's
combat
easy.
Effective. Right.
That's easy. I can put holes in people at 7 yards all the
right.
day. I'll put all the fucking holes in people. But being the way I am,
you want to put holes on top of holes.
Exactly. So I don't know if I told you. I don't know how much of the story I want to say.
When in doubt.
So there was a time recently that I got to shoot air rifles. I don't remember the name of the test. It's a 10-yard air rifle thing with the peep sights and everything. Mm-hmm. Very nice air rifles. I'm just not gonna say where. I think I'll leave it at that.
Boy Scouts. Why don't you say Boy Scouts?
Sure. But with disabled. Anyway. So now that is amazing because you're shooting bullseyes at 10 yards with peep sights and a pellet gun. Holy shit. And these are the triggers that you bump the thing, it's fucking gone. Yeah. Like the pellet's gone. That is some work. Now, everybody else is just trying to hit their 10 targets. I'm putting pellets on top of pellets. And I didn't score as well as I would have liked, but considering the environment that I was in, I killed it. So I'll show you the targets later. And I'll explain the rest later. I just don't want to do that on the air. But you know, the people that were running the event were like, well, you didn't hit that many bullseyes. I'm like, yeah, but I put holes on top of holes.
Right, it's the same. Yeah.
I'm an eighth of an inch off the bullseye, but I have 3 pellets through that hole. That's better to me than
right.
bullseye.
Yeah.
Like I'm not.
You saw where that hole was, and that was your group. Like. Yeah.
Well, no. I held bullseye.
Oh, that's just.
But
yeah, I guess.
Now these are obviously much cheaper than like Olympic rifles, but very similar sort of thing. Mm-hmm. And you know, it was fun, but I like the holes in holes.
Yeah. Like we talked about last time, mine just put them on.
You shoot a minute of dinner plate, as I like to call
it. Yeah, I guess because I practice on a chest-sized piece of steel, 6-inch piece of steel, and that's my handgun target for the most part. I mean, I do have IDPA cardboards and a rubber dummy. My favorite is the steel, and I'll practice at that 6-inch plate for at 25, 30 yards. I've even gone out to 50.
Right.
You know, I can do that with a handgun.
See, I'm even more weird about it. So I have I'm
sorry. That's what I meant. It was like I'm not trying to put round on top of round on top of round. Right. I just want to hear that ding. But in a defensive shooting, because I practice on that such a small piece of steel.
Aim small, miss small.
Right. I mean, if I'm gonna hit somebody, it's gonna be in their lungs. It's gonna be in their heart. Right. It's gonna be in their guts. You know, if I have to shoot at distance, which I mean, a school hallway. Not saying I'm not saying I shoot.
Yeah,
I carry a gun into school. Not saying that at all. I'm just saying.
I hate that.
It's the fact that you find yourself in those situations all the time. A grocery store, a mall.
Right.
Those shots can be up to 50 yards.
Yeah, that's probably pushing it, but yeah. So I have a weird test when I buy a new handgun. Well, you know where my range is, so I stop in my driveway, and if I can't hit with it freehand, so from my driveway to my targets, my 8.5 by 11 steel plates is 77 yards. So if I can't hit within one magazine, I get rid of the gun.
This is coming from a pistol or a guy that can't hit shit with a pistol.
No, I can't hit. I can't hit as well as I want to. Every pistol that I own has done it.
Yeah.
So I've never had to get rid of one. Yeah. I don't like selling guns. I'm one of those people that lives by that old adage, you don't sell guns or tools because you're gonna fucking regret it.
Yeah. That you do every time.
I have sold one gun. It was a High Point 40, which I kind of regret.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
No, I kind of regret it. I got like $75 out of it, whatever. But I love fucking High Points. They're so useless.
Things.
And then I had a Cobra 380 stolen. Remember Cobra?
What's a Cobra? Is that like a...
Oh, it's an awful piece of shit.
Yeah.
Never got through a mag. Here, I'll pull it up. This thing, it's a cute little, like, it wants to be a PPK? No, what's the little
PPQ?
Is it PPS?
The Walther?
Yeah. It wants to be a tiny little piece of shit, but it's awful.
So, like, while you're looking at looking at that, look at this thing. I think that's going to be my next buy. So it's the SDS Imports 1911 A1.
It's pretty cheap.
It's imported from Turkey.
Why wouldn't you buy one of the Filipino ones?
Because I trust SDS. I've owned their stuff before.
Yeah, but the Rock Islands are amazing for what they are. It's about the same price.
Anyway, the SDS Imports 1911 A1. The MSRP on this thing is $369, guys. And I've watched reviews on it, and it has run flawlessly. It's imported out of Turkey. Oh yeah,
awful.
Yeah, what do they call those Saturday night specials?
Pretty much. It's like a $100 pistol. Anyway, so why not?
Because I want a 1911 that I can.
Oh, I know you want a 1911. Remember when you tried to trade me your 308 for a 1911?
Yeah.
And I said you need 2 or 3 more of these.
Yeah. Yeah, I really want a 1911. But I don't want a real fancy one. I want one that I can like take apart and learn on and like not cry if I can't put it back together. Does that make sense? I'm not saying that I can't. I'm just saying I've seen them come in my shop where some guys are like, hey, I took it apart to clean it, and it's a fucking box of parts.
Yeah, why don't you give me a call? Like,
I'm saying I want to be like all my knowledge of 1911s is from school and it's textbook stuff.
Yeah, which you cannot strip a 1911 off a textbook.
No, it has to be hands on, and that's why I want this SDS because I'm not going to cry if I lose a spring or break something. You know what I mean?
What do the Springfields go for nowadays? Like 6?
Yeah.
What?
I don't want to pay that much for a 1911. That I just in the future, yes, I will pay for a good one, but for right now, I want one that I can dink around with. I'm not going to be like.
I mean, you can borrow mine.
No, I'm not going to do that either.
I rarely shoot the thing. Like you said, we need to put some lapping compound through it and make it just a hair smoother. Mm-hmm. That thing. So I bought that 5 years ago. I bought the Springfield Range Officer. And holy shit, like for $730, I think I paid. That thing's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot beat it. Like you can, but.
Dude, I'm a big fan of those Range Officer Elites.
Yeah. But those are like 11?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't know. Like, I don't think I could spend. I don't think I could justify like a Dan Wesson or something without just going full retard and getting a Cabot.
Right.
You gonna grab her? You're freaking out. Put the phone down, nutsack.
I'm trying to read the comments because they're not coming up on here.
Why not?
Dalton is talking to you. Got to kind of leave it in the car. That was 27 minutes ago. Dalton, I was gonna say, what if you go to a place where you can't conceal legally? Where can you not conceal? Well, like a friggin' courthouse. You shouldn't like.
So that depends. So any government property.
Yeah, school, of course.
School is a weird one So, but that's a